So Don and Gilda have learned the truth between what happened with Connie. And of course, going his way, you thought they would try to, change sides or be more infuriated with them than I thought they would be. But no, that's not the case. These are very smart children we're dealing with here. They think rationally. They think of logic. They think before they act. I could wish I could say the same for the adults of our generation, but however, that's not the case. So, after unlocking the secrets between Mama's room, seeing all the toys that once belonged to the former children that once stayed at that place still remain. And it makes you wonder, if they were to be adopted, why not send the toys to them? Why don't they were getting letters sent back to them? Obviously, because Emma and them were hiding the truth between Gilda and Don. They were never coming back. They were never adopted. They were being harvested upon these demons. And seeing that, of course, made them horrified. That Emma and them didn't trust them. Which is not about trust, is that they knew how they handled it. They knew that if you told them flat out, they might be very emotional, they might be distressed, or anything like that. Which was the case, especially for Don. Don freaking lost it when he found out. He punched Ray, he punched Norman, and he was about to punch Emma, but he didn't. Because he understood that they were weak links in a way. They weren't strong enough to truly handle the truth without being very emotional about it. And because of that, they understood why they weren't told the full truth. Because, the way he handled it, he was frustrated more of himself for being weak. He knew that they hid this from him because they knew how he would act, which he did act that way. Despite how impressive Don is, he's a very emotional kind of guy. So he's not as able to hide his feelings like everybody else is. Because, he's not I guess he's one of the few that acts before they think. Which he is still smart nonetheless, but not as smart as everybody else. Plus, he probably was more close to Connie than everybody else was. So, finding out what happened to Connie probably broke him down the most as well. Gilda was just on for a ride as well, and she felt the same way. Now, on the other hand, there's somebody else that's from the outside. Someone who owned a collection of books named William Minerva, and he'd been putting Morse codes, within a certain selection of books. And thanks to that, Emma and them are trying to connect all the pieces of each book and find out what it means, like what's going on. Besides the fact that they know that they're on a farm and they're being harvested. And so they're trying to collect all the words together to understand what's the owner of these books or what he put inside the books left behind. Now, having these two things happen at the same time, with Gilda and Don seeing the secret room and Emma cracking the codes, two things happen involving one person was involved in all this. Something that seems very suspicious to me. Very suspicious. And that person is Phil. The little kid named Phil. First, Phil was in Mama's room as Don and Gilda were trying to open the door. Phil was in there, opening the door. He was trying to hide from someone saying he was trying to play hide and seek, but has he ever tried to hide in that place before? Very suspicious. Next, Phil is going to also help Emma finding out the symbols that are on those books through William Minerva. Isn't that a little bit too suspicious? It's like they keep mentioning Phil's name even though he has nothing to do with the main plot, but you notice Phil keeps being mentioned a lot, or every now and then throughout the series. Same thing with when it came to the hide and seek game tag. He had a high score. He also had a high score when it came to the testing exams as well. For a little kid to be doing a lot is very impressive for his age. And now we see him actually probably acting behind the scenes. Could he be a little double agent? Who knows? I know it's like they're tossing around Phil's name a lot. Well, not a lot, but to a point where it has you draw suspicion. Like, they're not thinking about, like, oh yeah, Phil was here, or Phil was doing this, but they don't think much about it because they think it's just a coincidence. But could Phil be a little inside spy? Besides, because we all know Ray is spying for Mama, but who's to say Mama could have hired somebody else as well to be a spy? Someone that no one would suspect at all. And that is Phil. It's a possibility, but I'm not going to stake too much on it just yet. Now, with that being said, we also had Sister Chrome. She knows. Of course she knew. She already knew that Emma and them knew, and she's been spying them as well. However, she wants to join forces instead of snitching, because we all know what she wants. She wants to become a mama. And of course, even though she's going through it the way, the hard-working way by serving another mama, however, she wants to become a mama right now. And by doing that is by taking down one of the most highest esteemed mom figures within that world. And that has to be Isabel. So more likely, she's going to team up with Emma because she wants what she believes she deserves, is to own a plantation and become a mom. That's what she wants. Will it work out? Who can say? But it seems like she could be a very valuable ally. But then again, we should know already that Mama could be suspecting Chrome already. Should know already that Chrome is trying to get under her. So either way, this can go either way, You can work with her until you cut her ties with her, and then something else happens. That's all I'm saying. It's a big possibility that Chrome might get the short end of the stick, and she might get screwed at the end, because, that's always happens. The ones that's trying so hard to climb to power so sneakily always end up falling short when it comes to these kind of stories. So that's my guess anyways. Well, other than that, that's not much really happened in this show right now, besides the fact that Phil, I think Little Rascal's up to something. And of course, Em and the group are trying to become more trustworthy of each other. Tell everybody everything. And another thing, Ray's conversation with Mama. He's getting misinformation by saying how Norman's trying to kill Mama. So it's best to hide and put in fake chemicals so it won't happen. But however, the next exams are coming up very early in January, and that will be on Ray's 12th birthday. So Ray is the oldest among the three trio. So will Ray be shipped off sooner than expected? We don't know. All we know is that everyone's life's on the line right now. Whether being exposed, being shipped out, or probably even being killed for all we know. So anyway, that's all I got for Promised Neverland episode 6. This is a very, very tense series. I really wish it came out in the fall though, during time of Halloween and stuff. It would have been great to watch during Halloween, or at least summer, but no, we're getting the winter instead, so. Either way, I'm enjoying it nonetheless, and I hope you guys are too. And if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified. Macron Anime, signing out.